Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Deerfield High School, the site of today's IHSA Regional Championship. My name is Dylan Zuber, joined by Dylan Traeger, ready to bring you IHSA Regional Championship Baseball between the Deerfield Warriors and the Antioch Sequoias. I need to move.
So let's turn the volume off and get situated, and then we'll start it going.
Yeah.
The head coach is Frank Krasek. He's assisted by Nate Hughes, Shomei, and Paul Petty. Let's meet today's
Why? You unplugged it?
Power went out, we couldn't get it back on.
Is John Moeller,
Hey, he can do
manning
it.
first base,
All right.
Thomas Gogan, and manning third base, Gerard Law.
Think about it, he's facing the scoreboard.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask if you could please rise and remove hats and wearing as we honor our country and those who serve with the playing of our national anthem.
Mr. C. Welcome to Deerfield High School for today's IHSA Regional Championship game. Today it's the away team, Deerfield Warriors, seated at 14, facing Antioch, the 12 seed, the home team. I'm Dylan Traeger, joined by three-time CSL North champion, two-time Deerfield High School varsity leader, Dylan Zuber. Dylan, what a beautiful day we have here today as it's Easton Newman up to plate. What do you anticipate for this game today?
I mean, first off, beautiful is an understatement. It's very, very good weather. As starts off Felt Camp with the strike. We can go over the starting lineups real quick. First for the Antioch Sequoias. Batting first. Playing center field is Jackson Ozina.
Do it after the half inning.
It's a beautiful day outside. It's a Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock, and Easton already down up 2-1. So let's see, he's hitting a solid 270 on the year, so should be a good one. A lot of very good pitching. Both teams only gave up 1 run combined in the 2 matchups. Deerfield won their regional semifinal. Complete game shut out by Mac Jones, and Antioch only gave up 1 run in a complete game by Jack Wilson.
As here's the 2-2 pitch to Newman. Strike 3 for Newman. Newman, who only struck out in the last game, couldn't find a way to get on base. Now it's Harper Ransberg, the left fielder senior, up to bat, looking to get the spark going for Deerfield. Ransberg takes ball 1. One of few seniors on this Deerfield team. Only 2 of the starters today for Deerfield happen to be seniors. That ball is fouled out and high.
1-1, and if you're Feld Camp here, how do you really just want to get settled in? You know this is a big game. A lot of fans here, both for Antioch and Deerfield, and playing in an environment like this, it's a lot about just having your experience show, and it's about just who can be the calmer team first. We've seen a lot of his pitches being up, which is a sign that he's overthrowing and trying to do too much rather than just throw strikes.
Well, something that's really good about this early Deerfield lineup is they like to take a lot of pitches. They're really smart with what they see. Here's Ransberg taking the 2-2 pitch. That ball's fouled back, and as I mentioned, it's same Deerfield team that takes a lot of pitches, gets through the pitch count really high. We saw in the last game, Deerfield versus Prairie Ridge, their pitcher almost reached 100 pitches very early, getting into the bullpen really early. As Ransberg pops that one up to first base, that ball is caught to retire the second out. Now it's going to be the junior, Mason Hirsch, who's playing designated hitter today.
Yes, DH, starting pitcher, Sean McNair, as Hirsch hitting 340 on the year.
All right, now I got him. Here, look at me. Look at me. When he announces Sam, don't talk. Right? Just let it come through, because you can't hear you anyway.
Hirsch hitting 340 on the year, so he's been one of Zeus's more reliable, one of the more reliable players on this Deerfield team, the junior.
That ball's fouled back.
The big thing, like you were saying with this Deerfield team, is getting these Antioch pitchers to throw a lot. of innings and a lot of pitches per inning. Hirsch.
As that ball is hit far into left field, they got a guy there for a 1-2-3 inning. No hits, no runs there in the top of the first for Deerfield. We're going to stay on throughout this inning break. Zuber, tell me a little bit about the starting lineups for both teams.
So starting first for Antioch, playing center field, number 4, you got Jackson Mozina. Batting second, catching, number 41, Mason Willis. Batting third, playing right field, Nathan Yeager. Batting fourth and DHing, number 28, Jack Olson, DHing for the third baseman, number 12, Connor Devine. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Zach Rubin. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 24, Evan Schmidt. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 8, Chris Cook. And batting ninth and pitching on the mound for Antioch, number 17, Dylan Feldkamp. And the starting lineup and some stats about Feldkamp. Dylan Feldkamp, the senior, comes in with a very solid 2.1 ERA in 33 innings.
You'll have plenty of time in the next stop to get where you need to get in.
Leading off the bottom of the first inning for the Sequoias. Center fielder, number 4, Jackson Mozina.
All right, Zuber, so it's Sean McNair on the mound, who's actually been really well for Deerfield this year. His last outing at Niles North, 4 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, 1 hit, and 1 run, fueling Deerfield to the win over Niles North. What are you expecting out of Sean today?
I'm expecting, like you were saying, a lot of strikes. He's a guy who is their number 2. He's been their number 2. Big games, it's going to be Sean McNair, either in relief or on the bump, and he's ready for this moment.
So, Zuber, you were a 2-year varsity player. Did you ever cross over with Sean, or did you ever play any travel games or summer games with him?
I did not, but I know a bunch of these kids on this Deerfield team, and they've only been raving about McNair. So I've just heard about his work ethic, and I've been fortunate enough to see him grow from when he was a sophomore to now, or from when he was a freshman to now, and it's been a beautiful thing to see.
And you see him really working in early. 2-strike count really early in the first at batter for Jackson Mozina.
Yeah, it's a big thing with McNair is kind of like I was saying with Antioch, is weathering the storm. As he gets the strike through there swinging, but it's really about him. It's getting him under control and letting him really settle in early, as he's going to be very energetic in these big game moments, both for Deerfield and Antioch. Now batting is the catcher, Willis. He was one of the players that Antioch really raved about. Mason Willis, the honorable mention for all confidence. As McNair starts him off early with a strike. Big thing with McNair is going to be getting ahead, as Coach Zeus and Coach Brown and that staff really harp on first pitch strikes and how.
Perfect now.
As that ball's popped up from Willis, it's going to be an easy grab for Bernstein, who's called off by Wilner, who makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Number 3, Nathan Yeager.
It's a very young Deerfield team, but very, very fundamentally sound on defense, as that was their key to winning their first game, as they did not have many errors. And Mac said in a post-game interview that he really wanted to give his defense a shot, as he only had 2 strikeouts. So that's just a testament to this great Deerfield defense.
As there's another first pitch strike from McNair, who really has been dealing through this first inning. I don't want to have a broadcaster's jinx, but he's been really making these batters swing hard. Definitely a younger guy throwing in really hard. 1-1 pitch from McNair. The windup in the pitch. As that ball's hit hard to Easton Newman, who should have no problem making that. The throw to Bernstein is in time. A 1-2-3 inning from Sean McNair. Deerfield 0, Antioch 0. Heading into the top of the second inning, leading off for Deerfield, it's going to be Tyler Bernstein, Ethan Katz, Ethan Platt.
Leading off for the Warriors, the senior, number 24, Tyler Bernstein.
Leading off, first baseman 24, Tyler Bernstein.
One of 3 seniors on this Deerfield lineup. And he really was the key to their win last game, as he was the reason why they had the one hit. They got a couple runners on, and Bernstein really hit a ball hard into that left field gap to put Deerfield ahead 1-0 and seal the win for the Warriors. Unbelievable kid. Just a really good leader for this Deerfield team.
As there's the 1-1 pitch from Bernstein, a hard swing, 1-2 count. And not to forget, in that last game, he hit one really hard to right field. I almost thought the wind was going to push it out. Wasn't quite enough. As here's the 1-2 delivery to the cleanup hitter, Bernstein. Swung hard and missed. It's another strikeout from Feldkamp.
You can see the emotions are riding high for both of these teams, as every pitch is more meaningful. Every next pitch is more meaningful than the one right now is, as that's another thing that I know. I'm sure both of these pitches, these staffs harp on, which is respond, respond, and respond, and how can you win the next pitch, win the next one, and just keep winning every pitch.
There's the pitch from Katz. Just looked at for another strike. Katz, another guy who's been on varsity in the JV levels for quite some time. Definitely has the experience, as he's the everyday right fielder for this Deerfield team that's trying hard to compete.
Yeah, he played a lot on our team last year, which was very good for his development.
The 1-2 pitch from Feldkamp. Katz, another one, swinging hard, and it's in for strike 3. Feldkamp's on a heater right now. That's his 3rd strikeout through 5 batters.
Proud to say that Dylan squared is working great. The rocking it.
Feldkamp.
Make it your phone safe real quick. Look at me. Turn your headsets the opposite way so that you can hear. So you would keep your headset would be here. That way you can move it off of your phone. So this one you move off here a little bit. That one. Turn it around.
No, it's
There you go. Now you can hear each other.
Feldkamp, the Heartland Community College commit, actually threw 6 innings, 6 strikeouts, and 2 hits in one of the biggest games for Antioch this year in a 3-1 loss against number 1 ranked Wakanda, one of the major pitchers on this Antioch team.
There's a bunt attempt from Wilner, not so good, kind of a swinging bunt as he tried to inch forward on it. Not sure if that's the right approach from the 5-hitter here, crushing the 6-hitter. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Feldkamp coming in. high and away as Wilner takes ball 2-2 count. And as you said, a college commit, you can really see when one of these guys is going to the next level. They just shine at this high school level. 2-2 delivery. That's in there. They're going to call that ball 3 to load the count full. I thought that could have gone either way right there.
Yeah, that could have gone either way, but biggest pitch of the game so far.
The full count pitch. That's in there for strike 3. Wilner looking, and he is not happy with that call. That's 2 pitches in a row that were both in there inside. That could always be called strikes. In a hot Saturday playoff game, you got to be looking to swing, and that's not what you can do as a hitter right there from Matthew Wilner.
No, that's not. That is not good, and that's something that, especially like you said, in a playoff game of this manner, you're not looking to walk. You're looking to get hits, and you're looking to really attack early on Feldkamp.
As it's Olsen, Devine, and Rubin coming up for Antioch. We'll be back after the short break.
Here, number 28, Jack Olsen.
Now batting for Antioch, their cleanup hitter, Jack Olsen, who pitched an absolute gem.
As that ball's grounded off his foot, they're going to call that foul. But it's McNair coming out strong. McNair's going to bring the ball over to first base just to check if that's going to be a ground out. It's not.
Jack Olsen hitting .339 on the year. So he's somebody that does get on base a lot for this Antioch team. He's been one of their go-to hitters so far on this season. The senior going to Northern Illinois. I'm good, thank you.
But it's McNair coming out strong and hot once again, throwing that first pitch in for a foul ball. And he's been really hot, and they've been swinging hard and missing every single time. Definitely what you want to see from Deerfield coaching. Look at that one. Got him on the sword. McNair really liked that one.
McNair's fired up, if you can't tell. He's ready for this moment. He's been waiting, as he's very, very emotional right now, playing with a lot of emotion, but wearing it.
Very eager. Here's the 1-2 pitch for McNair. The hesitation, the pitch, down and low, 2-2 count. But you can see he's really thirsty for that strike 3. He's smiling at Ethan Platt behind the plate. He's really eager right now. Here's the 2-2 delivery from McNair. Down, low, and outside again. He's looking for that outside corner for Olsen to chase, and Olsen's not going. Full count for Jack Olsen. The pitch from McNair. There's time called. Beautiful day at Deerfield High School. The stands are full. McNair's looking for his second strikeout of the day right here against Olsen. The 3-2 pitch. In there for the outside corner, ring him up.
Oh, Sean McNair waving Olsen back to the dugout. He's fired up today, and you can really tell. Let's see if this energy that McNair's got can really go to everyone else for the Warriors and give them that boost that they need to get over the hump here.
And Dylan, you look at it, there was a lot of pitchers to choose from for Deerfield. What do you think led into the choice of McNair throwing today?
I think it definitely helps that he's a lefty. And, I mean, like you said, you have so many options. That he's been your number 2 all year. He's been your second most reliable guy, obviously, behind Mac Jones, who pitched an absolute gem. But it's just one of those things that you give it to McNair, and then you see how the game is going. And besides Mac, literally every single person on this Deerfield Warrior roster that's a pitcher is available to throw and should almost expect to throw, depending on how the game goes.
And they definitely got lucky last game with Mac Jones not needing to be replaced. I mean, let's talk a little about that. 7 innings pitch, 7 hits, 2 strikeouts, no runs allowed. Playoff baseball, complete game. That's excellent.
Yeah, it's just a testament to what he's been the last 2 years. He's an absolute workhorse.
So here's the 1-2 pitch from McNair, high, and they're going to call that for ball 2. Another one of those pitches that can go either way.
Back to Jones, absolute workhorse. Really shoved in the first round game last year, too, against Carmel, went 6 innings.
The 2-2 pitch from McNair to Rubin. Down and inside to load up the count. Definitely see some of these guys looking for that walk between Olsen and Rubin, trying to take these pitches and really work McNair late.
Rubin, the sophomore.
The full count pitch from McNair. And that ball's popped up to Bernstein. Bernstein called off by Wilner. Wilner makes the grab. Correction, he couldn't get there. I can't see it from all the way over here. He couldn't get there after calling off Bernstein.
First baseman, number 24, Evan Schmidt.
I'm not sure if you had a better look from there on that, but from what I saw, Wilner called off Bernstein, went in for it, couldn't make the grab. Looks like they're going to rule that as a hit.
Yeah, I saw that too, and I don't know if I agree with the hit, but I mean, I'm not the scorekeeper, so it's not my discretion.
How has Matthew Wilner's fielding been this year?
Matthew Wilner. Wilner's a fielder, fielding 92%. He has 5 errors on the year. So, I mean, he's been reliable at that second base position. But, I mean, it's big-time baseball, and this really big-time baseball brings out the true players in everyone. And let's see how he can bounce back. He had a couple of great plays in that round 1 game, really saved the game for the Warriors. And let's just see how he can respond here.
And, you know, you mentioned it earlier, Deerfield looking to use a variety of pitchers today potentially. I do see Alex Scher getting loose with the weighted balls and the bands behind the dugout. Another one of the guys who could be getting loose. I see Ike Schlesinger moving his arms around. Someone else in the dugout using the bands. Definitely not a lot of throwing, but guys getting loose a little bit. As there's the pickoff move, McNair gets him to go. The rundown, Easton Newman tags him out at second base. This Deerfield team has been excellent at pickoff attempts and rundowns. And there it is again, saving Sean McNair from that hit in the infield earlier in the inning. Great pickoff movement from McNair. A great throw from Bernstein and Easton Newman with the tag down.
That's a big, big game changer so far in this game.
As that ball is hit hard to center field. Moving in, Wilner again goes out for it, calls it off, and can't squeeze it. You don't see that on back-to-back plays ever. And that's going to go down as an error for Wilner. I don't think that was his ball.
No,
And
that's not a ball. That is a second baseman. You shouldn't be going out for. You should realize that it's a lot harder to run backwards than it is to run forward and almost leave that ball for your center fielder, Sam Canner, who also has been in this environment before as he is a senior and has played in big games before.
Yeah, and you've got Sam Canner and Ethan Katz in the outfield. Both are excellent fielders. I can't believe they wouldn't have called him off there. Regardless, here it's Chris Cook up to bat. He's got the 0-1 count, 2 outs down. Antioch reaching on 1 hit and 1 error so far in this inning. That ball's fouled away.
Cook batting a solid 349 on the year. So again, another one of these Antioch guys who can really swing the bat well.
And that's all you can ask for out of a 7-hitter, a 350 average. That's really impressive. As here's the 0-2 delivery from McNair. Put it in! Sean McNair ring him up looking. His second strikeout of the inning looking.
That scores no runs
Sean McNair, 3 strikeouts through 2 innings, keeping it shutout baseball. We'll be back after the short break.
Sam Cantor.
Welcome back to the top of the 3rd inning here at Deerfield High School. Sam Cantor batting for the Warriors, one of 3 seniors on this Deerfield team. Again, one of those key leaders for the Warriors. I see someone who's seen a lot of baseball.
I don't mean to steal your thunder on the color, but I want to say how impressive Cantor's been in the outfield. A guy who wasn't expected to get much varsity minutes, as that one's fouled back to us, has been the everyday center fielder. He hit one over the fence this year at home. I've been very impressed with his season all around.
Yes, I have too. As you kind of see, I think that's Ike Schlesinger in the bullpen getting ready for Jay Bands.
As Cantor chops that one up to third base, that's going to be close. The throw is in time. Cantor was swinging his arms out looking for that safe call.
Cantor was sitting fastball there, you could tell, and then he really saw that it was a breaking ball and had to adjust to the off speed and threw his hands out there in desperation of just getting the bat on the ball. And you can see as he really rolled over there is Will Swender now going to the bullpen.
I think it's just going to be a plethora of guys getting warmed up. Doesn't mean they're going to go in, and they got to keep rolling with McNair, but you got to also remember Deerfield is a team with not many pitchers. If they do happen to advance to the next round, they got to be careful. You don't want to use up all your pitchers today.
Correct. That is very big. Is like you said, Deerfield doesn't have a lot of guys who throw, but when they throw, they're very good when they throw, and they're very efficient.
Definitely. And Ethan Platt, the everyday catcher since Daniel Wilner had a foot injury. A great defensive catcher, hasn't found much of a groove on the offensive part, but definitely can barrel the ball when he puts the bat on the ball. He's got the 3-0 count. Looks like he's not going to swing here. That ball was perfect down the middle. He's a little shocked with that one.
Remind him to score in the inning.
Looked a little up here. It's 0-0 Deerfield Antioch on Saturday, the 25th here at Deerfield High School. As we got a full count here in the top of the 3rd with, like you said, Ethan Platt, the 8-hitter and the everyday catcher for the Warriors.
As here's the full count pitch to Platt. The delivery, that's high and away. Platt's going to take ball 4. And, you know, on a game like this where Deerfield has been struggling to get base runners throughout the playoffs, I think you're looking for walks. Any way to put guys on base.
Yes, speaking of walks, Feldkamp actually doesn't generally walk a lot. 2.1 ERA, 34 walks, so I was misspoken. 34 walks there. So, I mean, he's really even with his walks and his strikeouts.
And there's Charlie Galt pinch running at first base. Galt's really only done a lot of pinch running and pitching this year. As there's the bunt attempt from Ellis, way off. Had the bat angled the complete wrong way on that one.
Yeah, I don't really know if he was. Looks like he was bunned for a hit there. As this part of Deerfield's lineup, I'm sure loves to play small ball. As Ryan Ellis very fast. Newman obviously leading off, so you almost have 2 leadoff hitters with Ellis and then going back up to Newman.
Yeah, 1 pitch. Hard swing there from Ellis, but really impressive game on Thursday from Ellis, who was incredible at third base, had a couple, I think 1 or 2 web gems on line drives. Nothing more you can appreciate as a pitcher, as you know, than a web gem. There's the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 swinging for Ellis. And Feldkamp is in a groove right now.
Incredible is one way to put it. And like you said, as a pitcher, nothing better than when you can trust your defense behind you, as Mac really did. Is like you said, 7 hits. Key part of that, only 2 strikeouts, as he really just told his defense to go out and play ball.
And there's a close pickoff attempt from Galt, who was dancing a little bit off the first base bag. Gets back in time, but Antioch not happy with the call. And it's Easton Newman up to bat, who struck out in the first inning. He hasn't been much of an offensive help so far in this regional playoff series. As there's another throwdown, and he's got him. Galt was dancing way too far off the bag on that secondary. Easy tag from catcher to first. Really can't be doing that as a pinch runner. As we'll be back after this short inning break, Deerfield 0, Antioch 0.
Deerfield Athletics still in Zoomer. Leading off the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Sequoias. Batting 8th, second baseman, number 10, Cameron Spike.
And we're back for the bottom of the 3rd inning at Deerfield High School. It's a shutout game still. Antioch no-hitting Deerfield. We'd like to give a few thank yous specifically to Deerfield's athletic department for the constant support of Deerfield Athletics broadcasts. Athletic Director Nathan Flannery, Assistant Athletic Director Molly Tomlinson, and the Deerfield Sports Information Director, Dennis Chmielewski, the man behind the magic. He can do it all. Dylan Zuber, I want to talk with you about your experience as a pitcher. You see 2 guys warming up in the bullpen for Deerfield. McNair's been hot. If you're the coach, what are you really doing here?
I think you're really just playing a pitch count game. Like you were saying earlier, you have so many arms if you're your coach, Zeus, and McNair's really been your number 2 all game, your number 2 all season. So it's you get a bunch of these guys warmed up, you get McNair to the top of the lineup, give him a couple batters, and kind of let him get back that second time around. See how the top of the lineup really fares against McNair, and then if the cookie starts to crumble, you put in Swender, you put in one of the guys warming up, Swender or Ike. Ike actually came in this scenario last year and pitched an absolute web gem against Grace Lake Central. Almost helped us win, but obviously that season ended after that game. But an incredible pitching performance that he had.
Seriously, 2-2 count for McNair, who's been dealing through the first 3 innings so far. The delivery and the pitch. Strike 3 on the low outside corner. McNair untouchable, his 4th strikeout, 2nd swinging.
That was filthy.
And staying on the subject of McNair,
Number 17, Dylan Feldkamp.
I want to ask you, how high of pitches do you think Coach Zeus is going to let McNair throw? Because right now, he's been excellent.
I mean, I think you really have to, if you're Zeus, you almost give him, because I want to say IHSA rules is next game, if the winner goes to play on Tuesday, I want to say. And that's 4 days. So you really want to give him up to 60, 75 pitches. And if you need him to go again on Tuesday, if Deerfield does win this game, you have him ready and you have Mac ready. So
Curious
I
if
think
we can talk with Mac after the game, see how he's feeling. He threw,
Yeah.
I counted 86 pitches, but he's going to get almost a week recovery. That one shot right back at us. But 86 pitches for a junior in high school who's been throwing all season and played football first semester as a quarterback. It's a lot of throwing on your arm, does some damage, as you know.
Yes.
As here's the 1-2 pitch from McNair. 1 out retired. That one's fouled right back. Every pitch he's thrown has been in the zone. He's yet to walk a batter. His command's been perfect. And the Sequoias have been swinging at every pitch.
He's done a really good job of really mixing his pitches and not giving in to the Sequoias.
The 1-2 pitch from McNair. Half swing. They're going to say no, he didn't. I didn't think he didn't from here, but McNair was looking for that one.
I've been in that scenario before. It's a long wait as a pitcher.
You had one of those against Antioch last year, actually.
Yes, I did.
There's the 2-2 pitch.
And
there
then
it
I did that
is.
to the next, and then I did that the next pitch.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night from Sean McNair. You got to swing. You can't leave it hanging there. Is that his third strikeout looking? Play the Fortnite default music.
As we are back to the top. I bet you McNair played a lot of Fortnite back in the day. Speaking
5
of Fortnite.
strikeouts through 9 batters. Sean McNair, have a day.
Sugar Sean McNair, baby. Nothing
Sugar
like it.
Sean McNair. So we're back at the top of the lineup. It's Jackson Mosina who struck out in the first inning swinging. We got a loaded bullpen in left field for Deerfield.
Did that help you at all?
It does, thank you. Dennis Chmielewski from DSI providing us with the game changer. 41 pitches right now for McNair.
Brought to you by Luke Stropman, too.
Luke Stropman, the man on the iPad in the dugout for Deerfield, as there's the bunt held out. Pulled back.
If you really want to talk about a guy who does it all, Luke Stropman is the perfect model of Deerfield baseball and a guy who does everything for Deerfield.
Yeah, I had a great talk with him before the game. Just a great guy who's always happy to give a hand, whether it's football or baseball, all around the athletics. There's the bunt showing, pulled back. I must have jinxed it right there. That's the first walk given up for McNair on a 4-0 pitch.
Logan score.
And I wonder here what you do if you're Zeus. You got back to the top of the lineup, and he's looking to his bullpen to see if Swender or Ike looks like he's walking over there. No, he's can't really tell, but I wouldn't be shocked if you see McNair have a really short leash here with the middle of Antioch's order coming up here as they're now on their second batter, Mason Willis.
Well, you know, from what I've seen this year, Dylan, is that Deerfield's bullpen has been pretty locked down for most of the year. And with McNair, he's at 50 pitches. You see he just gave up a 4-0 walk. Obviously, the pitches is getting to him a little bit. He's not throwing his good stuff anymore. As that ball is beamed to left field, Deerfield's got a guy there to make the catch, close out the inning. Sugar Sean McNair shut out through 3 innings.
Great defense there. Great defense there by Ransburg as a lot of this Antioch dugout thought that ball was just going to carry. But Ransburg there on the warning track to make a beautiful catch.
And to remind you, it was Charlie Galt getting picked off at first base. Ryan Ellis will continue as at bat at the 9 hole. We'll be back for the top of the 4th inning from Deerfield High School.
Dylan, let me know when you
the top of the fourth inning for Deerfield. Shortstop, number 6, Easton Newman.
Not having the hottest of IHSA playoffs, as he's someone that Deerfield really looks up to as a leader both on the dugout and on the field, as he is one of, if not their top player. He's not been up to par as what he should have been.
As that ball is way out of there onto the track. But Newman, a varsity starter as a freshman, a lot of hype to live up to there.
Yes, a lot of hype to live up to, that's for sure.
There's the 1-1 pitch. Newman beans that up the middle. It's not going to get through. They're going to make a stop. The throw to first in time.
Great play.
A spectacular play there from Devine.
Great play there, Connor Devine, who is not batting today, but is making up for it in the field.
Great play there, and as you said, not batting today, but using his glove to his advantage. Here's Harper Ransburg, the senior.
And there you go, another first pitch strike for Feldkamp. Ooh, good pitch there. Ransburg sitting fastball, caught off guard with the sliders. Feldkamp up 0-2.
As that ball is hammered to right field, diving play is made in right field. Oh my God, Nathan Yeager.
I mean, that's just a testament to Antioch and their fielding, as head coach Francis Frasick really said, we have really strong pitching and defense, as they ended the season 4-1 in their last final 5 games, including a big win against Huntley. That's just a testament again to their outstanding defense this year.
And it's been all around great defense to back up Feldkamp. A true pitcher's duel so far. It's that changeup just outside for Hirsch. He takes a 2-0 count, looking to start a little 2-out rally for Deerfield here in the top of the fourth. The 2-0 pitch. Mason's Hirsch swings hard.
That could drop.
That could be
drop.
in a gap.
That's going to drop.
Left center gap. They're going to make
what
a
a
dive.
play.
It is caught. It's center field. Oh my God. Jackson Rosina. 2 web gems in a row from Antioch. And that
What a
is
play.
perfect baseball.
Wow.
And Deerfield's hitting the ball really well, but there's nothing you can do when the other team is making web gems. Shutout baseball. Deerfield being no hit. Heading to the bottom of the fourth. Sugar Sean McNair staying on the mound.
Right fielder, number 3, Nathan Yeager.
All right, Zuber. So it's the bottom of the fourth inning. Sugar Sean McNair still going strong. 1-hit shutout. I do see Ike Schlesinger warming up and throwing into Deerfield's bullpen. What do you think about that?
I think that's kind of a warning sign to what could happen, as Zeus knows that this could be the last game here for the season, and he wants to have as much possibility as he can. He wants to have as many people ready to go, give Antioch as many different looks as they can. As earlier, you saw Will Swender and others warming up. So now you see Ike warming up and getting loose, as you saw that for other guys, and it's just kind of getting a plethora of guys warming up so they have weapon 1, weapon 2, anybody available to go in a big game like this. Especially a guy like Ike who has been in this scenario before, as I mentioned earlier.
As that ball is in the dirt, 2-1 count from Sean McNair. Going up against Nathan Yeager. Oh, and that ball's going to clip him on his back. He's going to take first base. As there's coach going to call time, this is not a scenario you want to be at. Jack Olson, the strong frame DH, coming up to plate with a runner on and no outs. Doesn't look like Deerfield's ready to make a change on the pitching. Maybe a time called to give a little more time for pitchers to warm up. What do you think?
Yeah, that's probably a look, Sean, you haven't really been in this scenario before. You have not been in this environment, and it's more of a just calm you down and just give our guys more time to rest. And probably, honestly, Coach Moran probably told Sean a little joke or something just to get him like more loose and not all tense, as he knows what's coming up in this at bat, as he's got the middle of their order. Jack Olson coming up to bat. Just also knowing that he is a lefty and can use that pickoff, as we have seen earlier in the game. I wonder if you see that here in the second or third pitch of the at bat.
Definitely. But definitely a rough situation to go in. Now, Ike is still warming up. There's another pitcher warming up in the bullpen. As there's a pitch thrown, a grounder to Easton. Easton's going to turn 2 out at second. And they're going to call it safe at first, but a great heads-up play there from Easton Newman, flipping it to Matthew Wilner for 1 out at second. Olson going to stay safe at first.
That is perfect what you want if you're McNair. You don't do too much. You throw a strike, you throw it low, and you get him to ground out, roll over. Ground out, I mean, it was a perfect play, but Easton was just playing so in that he had to get almost around the ball and didn't have enough time to get around the ball and then still flip it to second, as Olson quick enough to beat that out.
As there's the bunt shown right up to McNair. The hard throw. Oh! And they're going to call him safe at first. Ruben, I definitely thought McNair had it there. A little slow on the approach. And here's Coach Mark Januszewski calling time. And I believe this is going to be it. McNair's already at 50 pitches.
Coach Zeus going to actually talk to that first base umpire.
Oh, wow.
As he knows how big of a game this was. And if this was the same crew as Thursday, they did not give Deerfield many favorable calls in that game, the first game. As I wonder if that's...
Is this the same crew?
It looks like it is. I don't know if it is. And if it is, then you really can't be happy here for Coach Mark Januszewski.
From what I saw as I was on the PA, and all respect for the umpires, there were a couple questionable calls.
First baseman, number 24, Evan Schmidt.
For both teams, a couple questionable calls, all respect to the umpires, but...
Yeah, I mean, you wonder if it's just kind of an add-on to what happened on Thursday.
All positive.
And you see Zeus going out there just to see where that call was angled from, whether it was on the hesitation from McNair's throw, if Bernstein's a little late on that stretch on the catch.
And this is really where you're going to see Sean McNair, see if he can bunker down or not in this high-pressure situation. Already a high-leverage almost situation. Just a matter of what this game is and the situation, too.
Here's the 1-0 pitch from McNair. 2 runners on. That ball is hit hard to right field. Ethan Katz moving to foul territory. And that is caught in foul territory. I don't have a view on it. But I hear the clapping.
Play. Another great play by Ethan Katz.
I don't have a view on that from behind the dugout.
He had like a game-saving play, and looks like this is going to be it for Sean McNair.
Zeus's third strut to the mound.
Yep, this will be it. Looks like it's going to be Ike coming to the mound. Sean McNair, 53 pitches on the day.
And it's Ike Schlesinger, as you said, who's been pretty strong this year. A lot of innings pitched. High ERA. You want to talk about that?
I mean, I think it's just more of a confidence thing, as he knows and if you were on this team last year and watched him pitch last year, you knew that Ike was always one of the top pitchers for our team last year. And he was one of the guys that really shine for us in big games, as he's been here before. So Ike definitely not fazed by the situation.
But let's go back to Sean McNair. What a great outing.
Gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Deerfield Warriors. Number 13, Ike Schlesinger.
53 pitches for McNair, 0 runs allowed, 2 hits over 3 2/3 innings. A great outing.
Just an all-around good teammate, good guy, always brings the energy and knows the situation very well. As I've said now, I want to say 3 times, has pitched in games like this before and knows the big moments that he needs to buckle down.
And I would add this as well. Ike Schlesinger, another, as I said, long relief. He was a starter. So if he can go a good 3 innings here and Deerfield can bring out someone strong to close up the last inning, could be a really good scenario that Coach Zeus is putting the team into. I think it's a really good decision from Coach Zeus and his coaching staff.
Yeah, man, and there's only one way to find out, and I guess we'll see here if that.
So let's take a look at the scenario Ike is entering in. 2 runners on, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th inning. First pitch, oh, and he fooled him on that one.
I think everyone in the stadium thought fastball was coming first pitch. That slider there was beautiful. Probably started at the outer half of the plate, and then.
And it's the 8-hitter, Cameron Speech, who's playing second base today, who swung on that first pitch. The 0-1 pitch, that's popped up right to Tyler Bernstein, who's got it in foul territory. He's going to make the grab. Ike Schlesinger coming in, not causing any damage to Sean McNair's struggles. Look at this, Dylan. Shutout baseball once again. It's almost deja vu if we're back here from last game. Shutout playoff baseball entering the 5th inning. Is there a different approach from Deerfield as they've been in the situation already?
I think you just stay with what you have. You know what works. You know that, I mean, this was, like you said, deja vu for Deerfield last game. Is Antioch not really in this scenario. Is they just kind of rolled over and not rolled over, but they just really they really won their game yesterday, and it really wasn't close for the whole game as they got off to an early start. Now, granted, Deerfield doesn't have 3 errors like the other team had yesterday, and really know that what works works.
And I also would like to add this. A lot of these Deerfield players could be their last game for both teams, for Deerfield and Antioch. The guys really are bringing everything they have today. It's their last game. You're going to shine in both victory and defeat and give it all you got and leave it on the field. It's what I'd love to see in these winner-go-home games at the end of the season. As it's Feldkamp still on the mound. We're not going to leave for any break. We're going to keep it going. Feldkamp, no hitter.
Yeah.
He did walk Ethan Platt, who was substituted for Charlie Galt, but it's a no-hitter going into the 5th inning. What kind of flow state do you think he's in as a pitcher?
I think he's still unfazed. He's been here before. I don't know if he's been in this exact scenario with the regional championship, but he's pitched in big games before. And as I said earlier, he knows his abilities as he is committed to Heartland Community College. And he knows his Deerfield order, as he's already seen them once. So I think if you're Feldkamp, you just keep throwing strikes and you let your defense work, because their defense has been very, very strong this year.
Totally agree with you, Zuber. And here's Tyler Bernstein. Bernie struck out in the 2nd inning, but he hits that one hard, foul territory. He's not a new face to this Deerfield program. His older brother, Ben Bernstein, 2-year varsity player, played infield, pitcher, great hitter, played first base, third base, shortstop. As here's Tyler up to right field. That looks like it could be trouble, as that's going to get down for the catch.
Now that's almost like what happened to Hirsch or to Wilner earlier in the game, but instead of Wilner having to go out, you saw the right fielder call off. As everybody knows, the outfield takes priority over the infield, and you saw the outfielder come in rather than the second baseman having to go out and make a play.
And here's the right fielder, Ethan Katz, up to the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat, looking to change it up a little bit. But Feldkamp seriously in that crazy mental flow state. He is moving nicely. As that's put in for ball 2. Looked like it was pretty close.
And he's just in a groove right now. He's not even really thinking. He's just
As Katz
fastball.
grounds that one to second base, and that's going to be put into first base hard for the second out of the inning.
Second baseman, number 5, Matthew Wilner.
And it's Matthew Wilner who struck out looking in his first at-bat. Wasn't happy with the call. We saw a little bit similar of that last game. A few calls at the plate he didn't agree with, but playoff baseball, you got to be swinging at anything close.
Exactly. That's the name of the game, is like you said. Worst case scenario is you foul it off and you get to live to see another day.
Here's the 0-1 pitch from Feldkamp. The outside corner, 0-2. That's 2 strikes in a row looking for Wilner. Got to have a better 2-strike approach right now, looking to swing away on that fastball. Couldn't get it in.
Just a little something to see is you can really see Sean McNair starting to come into a leadership role as he's already over there in the
Camp. Wilner swinging hard. That ball is fouled way back. Almost a field goal on the football field from how far that one went. Got to straighten that out a little bit. Takes ball 2. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Still a shutout at Deerfield. Feldkamp throwing a no-hitter against this Deerfield offense. The 2-2 pitch from Wilner, outside corner. Gonna take that for ball 3. Full count for Wilner. Another one of those pitches that could go either way.
Big pitch here, both sides.
Here's Wilner, the 3-2 pitch. Swings hard right to the first baseman. That's gonna be an easy flip for the ground out at first base. Another 1-2-3 inning. Deerfield can't get runners on. Ike Schlesinger back to take way back after this short break. Bottom of the 5th inning, still shutout baseball. Deerfield 0, Antioch 0. Cameron Spike up to bat, but let's not let that distract you. We've got a new hitter on the scenario. First pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, Ricky, the senior, definitely one of the more reliable guys on this Antioch team. Hitting 286 on the year. So he's not afraid of actually getting up, and he hits the ball very well. Like I said, hitting 286, slugging almost 500, so he's got power in that bat, and Antioch's really looking for a spark off the benches. Like you said, it almost looks like Feldkamp's day is done.
And a big day of activities goes as planned. They hosted a soccer game on Adams Field before the baseball game, followed by the baseball game. Lots of police force helping out today. Much appreciated as that ball is fouled back. High School's principal, Dr. Catherine Anderson. Constant support from her is much appreciated. As Ike Schlesinger looking in to Ethan Platt for the sign. 2-2 count, no outs. Here's the pitch from Ike. Fired in, strike 3, swinging on the changeup. Ike Schlesinger, 2 up, 2 down in his first 2 at-bats.
You got to be happy here if you're Deerfield. This Deerfield lineup nightmares day in and day out so far today.
Yeah, definitely agree with you there. Definitely a good sign for Deerfield. Maybe a different hitting approach. I'm not sure if Ricky DeGaunt's going to be the next pitcher, but there's a ball almost in the dirt swung at on his game today.
Yes, he has. He pitched very well in a game against Evanston earlier this year. Gave up some runs, but early through the first 3 or 4 innings, knew that if a pitcher was giving our team trouble and they switched him out, that our proton offense really just switched, and we flipped the switch, that we just go in and welcome that reliever with a couple of big hits.
A lot of pitches down the middle that aren't touchable or can be hit and play. And Deerfield's great defense is, in the visitor football bleachers standing up as that pitch is swung on hard. Strike 2, Ike really using that fastball, and I gotta believe if that's in.
Oh yeah, that's the sign of a really good teammate and a leader there. Throw 7 innings, 2 days ago, come back here, and all you can ask is to be the best teammate possible.
And it's still shut out going to the 6th inning. We'll be back after this short break.
Top of the 6th inning for Deerfield. Center fielder, number 4, Sam Cantor.
And it's the top of the 6th inning, still a shutout, and Feldkamp is going to stay in, having an offensive replacement. As Sam Cantor's got his numbers up, he beams that one into left field. He's rounding first hard. He's breaking the no-hitter. Sam Cantor, huge first pitch single for the senior. Shining. He's got his numbers up, Dylan.
Yes, he does, and he's been playing really good baseball as of late, almost playing the best baseball that he's played. And let's see if Platt can't piggyback off of that and either move him over. I mean, almost on a single. Cantor's got good third baseman's playing in. I wonder if they're going to think bunt just because Platt's everyday catcher. Platt's got a very good stick, too, so I wouldn't be shocked to see him poke something.
Bunt shown pulled back. Cantor running back. And Feldkamp already at 65 pitches. You know, I was telling you before this, Dylan, with the sun and the humidity and already being in the 6th inning, he could be pretty exhausted right now. This could be turn for Deerfield.
Yeah, I think this is a big half inning.
Bunt shown for Platt, and that's just going to roll foul. That was going to be a perfect textbook bunt right down the first line to advance Cantor. But I'd also like to add Platt, the everyday catcher, he's got one of the highest IQs in the conference, I'd imagine. Knows exactly how to get on base, whether it's walking or laying down a bunt.
And kind of in the Deerfield dugout, you kind of see normally designated hitter Jaden Rose getting ready, active to swing. I wouldn't be shocked to see him here.
Here's Platt putting the bunt down, and he's going to pop that one right up to the pitcher. It's going to get caught. A rough bunt attempt there from Platt, who almost had it down on the last attempt. But here's Ryan Ellis. He's got 1 out under his belt. He struck out in his first at-bat. He's going to look to try and advance Cantor here and score that first run for Deerfield, or at least help with it.
You guys want a snack? You want some no pretzels, chips?
Name of the game for Deerfield right now. Get him on. You got him on. You just got to get him over and somehow get him in and trust your pitching staff to get you through the rest of this game. As this is like the same scenario they had where in that first game where they got a guy on at the beginning of the top of the 6th. But now some things were different where I think Platt laid down a beautiful bunt, got him on, and they got him in on this Bernstein single. So let's see if they can't almost replicate that exact same sequence here.
It's Ryan Ellis showing the bunt. Cantor almost trying to steal second, comes right back. I think it's a shutout game. While you don't want to waste your base runners, if you're going to go, you got to go. If he can get to second, Cantor, that puts Deerfield with a runner in scoring position. A great spot to be, especially in a shutout game.
Yes, and this is a good Deerfield. This is the Deerfield team that does hit well with runners in scoring position.
Here's the 2-1 pitch to Ryan Ellis. Feldkamp's delivery right down the middle. Ellis pops that one right back behind him. 2-2 count. You got to be swinging or taking a good pitch. Can't waste any at-bats here when you got runners on.
Yes, that is key. You can't waste anything, even if it's just getting to a quality at-bat, which I know this Deerfield coaching staff harps about.
Here's a 2-2 pitch to Ellis. Takes it for the ball. Cantor too far. He's going to get back on time. Something's got to be communicated here with Deerfield's first base coach. I think that's Coach Steve Brown there.
Yes.
But it's been all day. You saw it with Galt earlier. Now with Cantor, guys get terrible jump. He's going to get in. And I could have thought they called Ellis out on the strikeout. They're going to give Ellis ball 4. Cantor's going to advance to second.
And this is the exact scenario, basically, at-bat for at-bat that happened in that first game. Cantor got on, Ellis got on, and now you got Easton Newman, the guy who if somebody is going to break this game open, more than likely not, it's going to be this batter here.
This is a perfect scenario for Deerfield. This is what Coach Zeus has been dreaming about, as here is time called from head coach Francis Frasick from Antioch. This could be the end of Feldkamp. It's only his first mound visit. He's looking back at his bullpen, looking back again. Not seeing a signal.
That's a bullpen, by the way, that only has one mound. So whoever they warm up, that's more than likely who they're going to have to go with, because they don't have the spots. They don't have the bullpen like Deerfield does with the 2 mounds.
And Zub, I want to add this again. Despite Deerfield being the away team in this playoff game, this is just another home game for them. It's a neutral site where they're claimed the away team, but they're playing it on home turf. Home announcer playing their home walk-up songs, a little bit of an advantage. You get all the fans and the Deerfield environment. Definitely huge. He's Dylan Zuber, I'm Dylan Traeger. Shutout game here in the top of the 6th. Deerfield sophomore Easton Newman up to bat. 2 runners on, the leadoff hitter. Newman, an incredible player. Great glove, some incredible pop in his bat. Looking to do some damage. 2 runners on, 1 out. As Feldkamp steps off.
Deerfield's dugouts are all just getting ready to explode here, as I know what that feeling's like. It's a lot of fun in these types of games.
Here's the pitch to Newman, and he's going to step off again. Feldkamp definitely a little rattled here. No count for Newman. Feldkamp getting set. The pitch to Newman, high. Got to remember, Newman, not a tall frame. This catcher behind the plate for Antioch, twice the size of Newman. A lot of these pitches are going to be called for balls against him.
Yeah, that's very true.
1-0 count to Newman in the shutout. 3rd disengagement from Feldkamp. That wouldn't slide in the MLB or college baseball.
That would not. That should be a ball on Newman. Should be 2-0.
Here's the 1-0 count. 1-0 pitch to Newman. Catcher for Antioch standing up high. The pitch. Ooh, that pitch has swung it hard.
He was looking to break this game wide open with that one.
He had a piece of that. This has been his approach the entire series. He's been way too anxious.
Yeah.
And it's not been working for him. He's going to look to change that right here. 1-1 count.
He's just got to get a pitch he can hit. Honestly, take it the other way in that 3-4 gap.
That one's high at his head. He's smiling, waiting for his pitch. He's not too eager to swing, but he's definitely swinging hard when he does. 2-1 count.
And here we go, Feldkamp. First and second, you have to keep in mind infield fly rule is in effect here too.
Feldkamp is set. 2-1 pitch. Here's the pitch. Newman swinging hard. Strike 2. 2-2 count for Newman. Both those strikes are swinging.
On deck for the Warriors, senior Harper Ransbergen. No better person for Deerfield that you want on deck. If there's one person you want, it is Harper.
And here's the 2-2 pitch from Feldkamp. At his head, Newman takes it for ball 3, nodding his head. He knew that was high. Full count. And he hasn't had much success this series. Looking to change that right here. Full count for Newman. Feldkamp is set. And he's going to disengage again, looking at Cantor, who's definitely in his peripheral vision. Full count. Set.
Wow, this is mind games. These are mind games if I've ever seen one.
Newman fired up. Still full count, 1 out. Shutout, the pitch. High at his head, ball 4, Easton Newman. Loading up the bases for Harper Randsburg. The boots are made for walking, Dylan.
Yes, they are. And they're going to walk all over you, Traeger. And now if you're Harper, you need a couple of deep breaths here. This is, without question, the biggest at-bat of your life. Bases loaded, regional championship, shutout baseball, top of the 6th inning. If you're Harper, what do you do?
Number 18, Harper Randsburg.
And this is Deerfield's core of their lineup. You've got the veterans. You've got the guys with experience, the guys with pop in their bat. These guys are going to swing at any pitch that's down the middle, close to the plate. 1 out, Harper Randsburg, bases loaded. Deerfield looking to make a push. The first pitch, down and low, ball 1. Looking to make some magic happen here for Deerfield, Harper Randsburg. 1-0 count. Feldkamp set. The pitch, high at his head. Randsburg wanted to go.
You could tell Feldkamp's tired. First pitch was low, second pitch was up. He was trying to compensate for the middle. Now let's see if he tries to get one just down the middle to over. So, kind of even it out and just get his groove back.
Quick pitching, the 2-0 pitch. That's in there for strike 1.
There you go.
And if I'm Coach Zeus, I'm telling these guys, take till first pitch.
Yes.
Because he's tired. Make him work. Make him get to it. Here's the quick pitch, 2-1. That's in there, strike 2. I saw it from here. That was definitely Innsbruck. Randsburg didn't agree with it. You got to be swinging, especially when he's quick pitching. Another one, 2-2 quick pitch from Feldkamp. Randsburg's going to call time. Great call from him.
Feldkamp's not even moving, doing his best Trevor Bauer impersonation there.
Love that. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Feldkamp. Oh, right down the middle, and I can't believe they didn't call that on Randsburg to ring him up. He's going to say it's outside, and Coach Francis is riled up for Antioch. Full count, pitch to Randsburg. That's up at his head.
That would have been ball 4.
On a pitch like that, if you can put the bat on it, do what you can. Protect the plate.
Yeah.
He's looking to make some damage happen. I don't disagree with it.
And here we go.
The pitch to Randsburg. Full count. He swings.
That's going to be
Is that
trouble.
over the head of the first baseman? It is. Randsburg gets it in. Sam Cantor is in the score. A bases loaded single from Harper Randsburg. He gives it a big boom.
Wow, that is a big boom.
Harper Randsburg getting it done on the weak single to right field. And now it's Mason Hirsch, the 3-hitter designated hitter with bases loaded and 1 out. A big boom.
That's a boom if I've ever seen one. Deerfield playing small ball, got him on, got him over. Harper Randsburg, the senior, gets him in as Deerfield's got all the energy now.
And you can cue up the Blackhawks goal horn. That is Deerfield's Super Bowl right there. Breaking out the shutout. And as I said earlier, just like that deja vu from last game, it's that late game run. Deerfield looking to keep producing here with Mason Hirsch, the 3-hitter DH, up to bat.
Late game run, by the way, set up by a walk. Just going to put that out there. Sam Cantor got on by a walk. If you walk the first batter in the inning, they're going to score more likely than not. And I, as a pitcher, would know that feeling because it's not fun.
Here's Mason Hirsch, 1 out, bases loaded, looking to continue the damage. He swings hard as that ball is fouled out of play, close towards us. This Deerfield team is definitely happy, and they know it.
Yeah, they are happy, all right.
The 0-1 pitch to Hirsch. Looks like a little changeup outside. And it was Willis having to jump out of there to save it.
This is an unbelievable game.
You're getting your money's worth.
The 1-1 pitch. Hirsch swings hard to the third baseman. He's going to step on third, throw to first. Not in
Safe, no
time!
ball. Hirsch is down.
Hirsch is down.
He took a fall.
It's going to be a Deerfield run for Ryan Ellis. Hirsch definitely in some pain. Looks like they might give him a replacement runner at first. He's hurting, he's limping. I'm not exactly sure what the scenario is.
Tell the audience where we're at. What inning?
It's the top of the 6th inning. Mason Hirsch, safe at first.
Luckily, he was your DH, so you don't have to make a defensive substitution.
Exactly,
It's
and
coming
here's the
in to
pinch
pinch-
runner, Mac Jones. Not sure I was expecting to see him to come out and run.
Number 7 rather, Mac Jones.
Brilliant move.
Now,
But an incredible inning. Talk about Tyler Bernstein up to bat.
nobody you want up now. Nobody better you want up if you're Deerfield. He's the guy who you said the Bernstein family basically runs Deerfield. They've ran Deerfield baseball for many years. Ben, the older brother at Tulane. Tyler's now actually going to Tulane as well. Nobody better you want up right now if you're Deerfield, as this guy can change this game in one swing.
Tyler, the home run hitter, coming on with 2 runners on, 2 outs. Tall frame, really built. Deerfield up 2-0. The 0-1 pitch. Swings hard, and he can't put any contact. 0-2 count. A
Bernie,
little early on that one.
12 extra base hits, so let's see if he can't make that 13 or just add to his total bases here, as he has been Deerfield's best hitter this year.
Here's the 0-2 pitch from Feldkamp to Bernstein, high at his head. 1-2 count, hoping Hirsch is okay to keep on hitting.
Yeah, he's been
Took a little tumble there.
one of, if not their top contact hitter this year.
1-2 pitch from Feldkamp to Bernstein. Set, the delivery. Bernstein twists back, and that's called in. Strike 3 looking. Bernstein's 2nd strikeout of the day as he's 0 for 3. What a great inning from Deerfield. 2 runs on 2 hits, leaving 2 runners on. Crazy inning. Ike Schlesinger coming back out to keep shoving on the mound. We'll be back after these teams finish warming up.
Remind them.
Wills.
Back for more at Deerfield High School. Deerfield, after a big 6th inning, 2 runs on 2 hits. Deerfield taking their first lead of the game, 2-0. He's Dylan Zuber, former varsity closer. I'm Dylan Traeger. Dylan, 7th inning game here at Deerfield High School. Sun is shining, not a cloud in the sky. Cicadas are loud today. We see a pitcher warming up, and we know Ike has been strong. If you're Coach Zeus here, are we keeping Ike going out, or what's your decision?
Well, you're at the top of the order. Willis, their number 2 hitter. So if you let Ike here get through this inning, and I mean if it's the bottom of their lineup, you just send Ike out there for another inning. He's been dealing, and you have literally almost your entire team ready as Will Swender's in the bullpen, and looks like somebody else can't get the number. As you see how Ike goes here, is that first pitch was up, so you could tell he's getting a little tired here. Is when he gets tired, he starts to leave things up.
Deerfield does have a little room to relax a little bit, as here's the 1-0 pitch from Ike. Willis thought about it, didn't go, 2-0. And you definitely see Zeus walking over a little bit to the bullpen, checking on some of his guys. All the Deerfield coaches kind of looking towards the bullpen. 2-0 pitch from Schlesinger. Oh, and I think that might have hit the bat knob. I heard it hit something, unless that was the glove. They're going to call that a ball. I definitely heard that. I'm going to assume that was off of Platt's glove or maybe his wrist, but
something.
I could have sworn it was off the bat knob. 3-0 from Ike. Anything close is a strike. Bunt shown from Willis. Pull back. Strike one, right down the middle. Two pitchers warming up for Deerfield. I see 22, as you said, Will Swender. Here's a 3-1 pitch from Ike. That one swung back at us. Fouled off. And Ike really rebounding from that 3-0 down to start the at-bat. Now full count. Looking to keep his Deerfield team close and advance to the sectionals.
So I just realized that that's not another pitcher down there. That's Sean McNair channeling Will Swender.
Ooh, and that's going to hit off his helmet. Willis taking first base. Definitely going to shake up Willis a little bit. As here's Deerfield's coach looking to talk to Platt a little bit. He's calling time with the home plate umpire. Now, Zuber, you never had any experience with this Deerfield coach, correct?
I have not. I left last year. He came this year. My pitching coach was Coach Brown, and he made me the pitcher that I was.
So from my perspective, this new Deerfield pitching coach, what he does a lot is he works a lot of the pitchers and the catchers. I see constantly him giving signs to Ethan Platt behind the plate. Platt, who carries a little cheat sheet of signs on his left wrist, looks back and forth on every pitch for what to signal to his pitcher. But as you mentioned, it's Will Swender warming up in the left field bullpen. Do you want to give a little insight on how Swender's been this season for Deerfield?
Yeah, that's a kid that I actually coached a couple of years ago. Back when he was 14, I coached him, and he's been one of their more reliable pitchers. As he's fourth on the team in innings with basically 21. He doesn't give up a lot, and he's been very consistent. He actually normally is a starter. He normally is a starter for this Deerfield team. So let's just see how he comes in a relief role in, without question, the biggest game that he's ever played in.
Here's the 1-0 pitch from the tiring Ike Schlesinger. Bunt shown, pulled back. The throwdown from Platt on the bounce, not even close. Easton Newman thought he had it. Throw is just a little bit off as Platt spiked it on the one bounce. Definitely a little good play drawn up there from the Secoits. Show the bump, pull it back. Third baseman moves in.
Yeah. First
baseman charges. And then they have the runner steal.
And you really can't run like a wheel route. You can't really run a real play off of that if you're Deerfield, because the runner on second's not coming into third either.
2-0 pitch, called for a strike. No one actually really holding on. Willis at second. Wilner's playing his position because he is a lefty. Yeager's a lefty. Easton Newman kind of playing off the bag a little bit. As that one's fouled off of Platt's helmet. Took a piece of that one, just like Willis did on the last at-bat.
I really like the contrast of these two teams' different jerseys. I don't know why. I just really do. Just the black. I really do like those Antioch black jerseys.
For me as a broadcaster or announcer, all I like is if I can really tell the number and the name on the jersey. And that's what I can do with both of these teams. So that's all I ask for. As here's the 2-2 pitch from Schlesinger, the senior, no outs. Runner on second. Deerfield up 2-0. Schlesinger steps off.
Ooh, had him.
And if Swanson or Wilner were there, they would have had Willis at second on that one for sure. An excellent disengagement from Schlesinger. The 2-2 pitch. Fired in. And that's it back for a foul ball.
I always loved these scenarios as a pitcher. I don't know why. Runner on second, nobody out. Because you kind of just know that a single scores, and so you don't want to give anything up, and you really can't put him anywhere.
2-2 pitch again from Ike. And that one's fouled off again. He's definitely throwing the right stuff. He's making the Eagers swing hard. It looks like Swender is done warming up. Coach Goldberg having a word with Swender. I imagine his time is being called pretty soon. The 2-2 pitch for the third time from Schlesinger. That's fired in. Outside corner, ball 3. That's going to load the count. Here's Zeus kind of walking towards Platt.
I almost wonder if this is it for Ike.
Yeah,
Will Swender looks like he's getting ready to go, and you do have Olson.
With 4 coaches on the outside fence, it looks like they're ready to call time after this pitch. The full count pitch from Ike, fired in. That ball is hit hard on a grounder to Wilner. Wilner to Bernstein for the ground out. Great routine play there. Looking to see if any coach is going to call time. I see Coach Brown signaling something. Nothing. They're telling the infield to move back and play back, not to worry about the runner at third.
I mean, that's how big that second run was, is that you don't really have to worry about that runner on third because he doesn't matter as much.
Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike 1 for Olson. And as I said earlier, this advantage of Deerfield neutral site at their home field. Crowd is loud. Definitely giving Ike a little boost of confidence. The 0-1 pitch from Ike. Grounded right back to Bernstein. Wilner goes for it and can't get to it off of his glove. And that's going to tip right to the outfield, allowing a run to score. And I want to say that might be called an error. It hit off his glove. Correction, we're going to call it a hit for Antioch. And I thought that should have been a play Bernstein got off the bag for. Wilner, for the third time today, he's going to call off the fielder and try and go for it. Antioch scoring their first run. Ike is definitely feeling it. Ike taking his sweet time. 1 out retired. Runner on first. And that was the catcher Mason Willis scoring the first run of the game for the Secoits. Not a situation you want to be in for Deerfield, allowing the core of this Secoit lineup to be batting right now.
Yes. As said by the Deerfield dugout, 1 pitch away. Double play here would be huge for the Warriors. As I would not be shocked to see Ike go everything low, because low batters get above, get on top of the ball and just roll over. That's a lot Mac did a lot of yesterday.
Well, you also see this home plate umpire, his zone, a lot of the low and corner outside pitches have been called. As there it is again, Newman, oh! The throw now, Newman would have had him at second if he could have caught that off the hop. But once again, as I said it, that low and outside pitch being called for that strike. Ike definitely getting ahead for the first time this inning, 0-2 count with 1 out. Got to worry and look behind his shoulder now, runner on second. .2:31 p.m., sunny Deerfield, Illinois. Ike Schlesinger thrown out of the bullpen, the 0-2 pitch. As that's right towards us, the net's going to stop it. I haven't seen you catch many balls when you play.
You know, I have a couple plays here and there in the field. There's a reason I was a pitcher, though, and never a hitter or a fielder.
You did a better job at making them swing and miss rather than swing and hit the ball.
Than me swinging and missing. I'd rather they swing and miss than me swing and miss.
The 0-2 pitch from Ike once again. Fired in, strike 3. Ike Schlesinger gets him to go. And he is hot. Physically and literally taking his hat off. He is dripping in sweat. 2 outs for Deerfield.
First baseman, number 24, Evan Schmidt.
I want to say the last time Deerfield played a playoff game at home was a regional that they won. Back in 2020?
If you'd believe it, I was on the scoreboard for that game with Sam announcing, Sam Schwartz.
David Weinstein had a big pickoff in that game. I remember that game like it was yesterday.
Had a great talk with David Weinstein last week. One of a few White Sox fans around here with me. As that first pitch is fired in for a strike from Schlesinger. 2 outs, runner on second. Deerfield up 2-1.
Not many of those White Sox fans here anymore.
Pitches outside. Platt making that great diving stop. One of his great skills behind the plate.
White Sox could use a pitcher like McNair right now.
And you're not going to see many catchers like Platt who put their life before the game, diving and using his body, getting bruises to make any stops, protecting his team. The 1-1 pitch from Ike, doing it again, having to dive out to stop it from getting past. You know, as a pitcher, it'd be a real big shame to throw one away. You let the runner advance to third. That almost ties the game with 2 outs.
Yeah. Any wild pitch here would be huge for both sides.
Evan Schmidt has a 2-1 count. Ike looking back and forth. The windup, the pitch. Fired in. Platt squeezes it. 2-2 count. Ike needs to finish him.
Biggest pitch of Ike's baseball career coming up right here. 2-2, 2 outs, runner on second in the regional championship.
A little breeze blowing in. Let's see if it can help either pitcher or hitter here. 2-2 count, 2 outs, the pitch. And that ball is hit up the middle. Easton Swanson has it. He fires it on the bounce to Bernstein. Bernstein gets the scoop. Deerfield gets out of the jam. Incredible. Deerfield defense once again coming up big. Both teams score in the 6th inning. Antioch can't come up enough with the runner on, leaving 1 in scoring position. Deerfield up 2, Antioch 1. It's going to be Deerfield looking to get some insurance in the 7th inning. We'll be back as Hogan Camp stays out there for the 7th inning.
All right, remind them where we're at inning-wise.
As we're back for the top of the 7th inning from sunny Deerfield High School. Deerfield taking a late game 2-1 lead. Deerfield up 2-1 over Antioch. Deerfield 2 hits. Antioch 3 hits. 7-inning game, the final inning of regulation. It's Deerfield up to bat, looking to score a little late inning insurance. Ethan Katz, the 5-hitter. He's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a ground out.
Cat's a guy who's been at this stage before.
As Ethan Katz strikes out looking. Wow, Feldkamp is hot today still.
Second baseman, number 5, Matthew.
Super, I almost wonder if we're going to see a pinch hitter here for Deerfield. A lot of these Deerfield hitters haven't been so productive through this two regional games.
Ooh. I mean, you could. Jaden Rose has been warming up here and there.
He's got a high batting average and doesn't see much playing time.
Yeah. Him and Bernie have really...
It's done.
It's done as he heads to the bathroom.
It's actually pretty funny because we saw Will Swender warming up for about 3 innings in the last game, and he was getting loose for at least 2 or 3 innings today. And I'm not sure if he's going to find any time to go in at all in this regional series.
Logan, check it, okay?
There's the 2-1 pitch to Wilner. Takes it for ball 3, 3-1 count. Wilner hasn't swung the bat too much in this series. Watching a lot of pitches, he really works the count pretty well. 3-1 pitch, that's
ball
outside
4.
for ball 4. A great walk from Matthew Wilner. And here it is, Sam Cantor
is done.
up to bat as they're going to call time. It looks like Feldkamp's day might be over. And you definitely want to be careful pitching to Cancer. He had that single.
Look at him talking to the crowd.
As there's the Kahoot music. They want Antioch to hurry up a little bit, Dylan.
Yeah. As pinch hitter coming up on deck, Daniel Wilner.
I don't like to toot my horn, but I know things. I definitely know things. I just said it a minute ago. Deerfield may be looking to bring a pinch hitter in, a little spark off the bench. Daniel Wilner, he broke his foot this year playing against Prairie Ridge, playing catcher. They slid into his foot. Hasn't suited up in a while. Has been on the bench helping out with the catchers a little bit. He's suited up, number 30.
He's got to get rid of his sunglasses.
And I want to bring up the importance.
He's got to get rid of his sunglasses.
The importance of Daniel Wilner playing. He's a huge power hitter.
Yeah, especially against righties.
One of the guys who can put one over the fence at any stadium here. He's a big, strong kid.
Yeah.
If he barrels it, it's going far.
Oh, yeah.
Two-year varsity player? Three-year varsity player? You pitched to him.
No. 2.
Two-year varsity player.
Yeah, I think he's 2. He might be a sophomore. He's a sophomore, 2-year.
You pitched him last year. What'd you think of him?
He was unbelievable bat, unbelievable arm. I mean, when we played against Antioch last year.
Injured as a player, and you get put in, and you've gotten that bat in a game like this, you are so excited. And the biggest thing I remember, 2 years ago, Deerfield High School senior night, it was Justin Orloff who was hurt. One last at bat, bases loaded. He had a grand slam over the fence. You know, good things happen to those good people.
Remind him where we're at.
But here's the new pitcher on the mound for Deerfield, up 2-1 in the regional championship.
And the only thing with Wilner is
I wonder if he's going to go behind the plate, too, and catch. I don't think so, but because he's taking out Platt as an offensive replacement.
I wonder if it is. I wonder if it's an offensive and a defensive. Because of Wilner's arm, you know that he'll be able to throw basically anyone out.
Well, you do have Mariano Martinez on the bench.
That is true.
And he could be a preferable catcher for whoever's going in next.
As a defensive replacement.
Yes. Here's the bunt shown from Cancer, pulled back, and it's Matthew Wilner, the brotherly combo, taking a big secondary there at first. 2-1 count for Sam Cancer. Definitely got to put some base runners on. Little insurance, make it easier on the pitcher for Deerfield. As Cancer swings hard on that off speed. Two count. Deerfield up 2-1. Sam Cantor takes the pitch, swings hard. That ball hits the right field.
Caught.
Antioch has a guy there. It's Nathan Yeager for the catch. And here's a huge at-bat for Deerfield. The power-hitting catch. He's out there right now. 2 runs for Deerfield, 1 run for Antioch. Count is full. Disengagement.
Count is full here for the Warriors. 3-2, 2 outs.
Jaden Rose down in. Jaden Rose, ball 4. He's taking a free. Dylan. And Newman did find his way on. They're both charged. Deerfield High School for the bottom of the 7th inning, and we are sorry for any technological. He's now.
Boom.
He throws first pitch in for the strike. And it's Tyler Bernstein looking to close it out here for Deerfield.
No better feeling.
Deerfield up 2-1. As that ball is hit hard to right field, that's going to go out of play. No play there for Ethan Katz.
You want to hear a fun little fact?
Yeah.
Who was the last pitcher at this field to close against Antioch?
If I were to guess, I would say the one and only Dylan Zuber.
That is a very true statement. About this time last year.
Who's that first? Bernstein had early at 0-2. The pitch. Change up, grounder to Wilner. Wilner fields it in, throws the first, and gets it in on time. Tyler Bernstein gets the first out.
Josh Peterman, the defensive replacement for the Warriors at first base.
You know, we haven't really seen Peterman this much at the varsity level. We did see him last year at JV. Got a lot of playing time there, but with Daniel Wilner hurting and Bernstein on the mound, you got to switch some things around, you know? There's bunt shown. Strike is called, and you can really see this Antioch team is trying to settle for anything. They're trying to get on base. They're very big on the small ball, it looks like. A lot of bunt shown and bunt attempts, steals, a lot of that in that nature. Bernstein's 0-1 pitch. As that ball is popped up, Josh Peterman looking to make a play. And he makes the grab. Josh Peterman. Oh my goodness. Saving Tyler Bernstein.
So, Logan.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Pitcher 21, number 34, Jake Erickson.
I just know Bernie's heart. And not only him, but also his family is just raising as this would be Deerfield's first regional since 2020.
That's correct.
I believe.
It's 2 outs. Tyler Bernstein on the mound, looking to close it out and send Deerfield to the sectional playoffs. He's Dylan Zuber. I am Dylan Traeger. There's the first pitch. Change up, down and outside.
Logan, you going to get the team reaction and then the crowd? And
It looks like a pinch hitter for Antioch, number 34, Jake Erickson. As Bernstein slowly getting ahead early, 1-1 after that ball was tipped back.
Can we talk about how Will Slender has warmed up for 4 innings?
You got to do what you got to do.
He basically threw a whole game.
Between this game and last game, he has thrown a whole game of warming
Oh.
up. Bernstein on the changeup gets him to go. Bernstein ahead early, 1-2. Everyone is up on the Deerfield side. The Deerfield players at the fence. Bernstein is locked in on Ethan Platt. The 1-2 delivery from Tyler Bernstein. The pitch, it's in there. Strike
And the
3.
Deerfield Warriors.
Tyler Bernstein is sending Deerfield to the sectional playoffs. What a way to win it.
Wow.
Come on.
What a way. What a way to do it. And you got to feel really good for Coach Zeus as well. He knew that his team was going to be here, and they did it, and they completed the mission. What a day to be a Deerfield Warrior.
Deerfield is dancing. What a big boom.
That is a big boom if I've ever seen one.
And look at that pitching. It's Sean McNair going out there, completely locking in. Ike Schlesinger goes out there for a few innings, locked down, and Tyler Bernstein absolutely slamming the door.
Yeah, slamming the door is one way to say it. Deerfield got lucky here as Wakanda lost the 1 seed in the entire sectional. So Deerfield will now go face Crystal Lake South, I believe, on Tuesday or Thursday.
So I got to ask you, Dylan, Deerfield win. We're at Deerfield. I think that's a perfect time to bring someone out onto the broadcast.
Yeah.
Who do you think we should get?
I mean, it's really pretty obvious.
I think Tyler Bernstein
you
is
gotta
a
go
great
Tyler
fit.
Bernstein.
All right, Dylan, I'm going to leave you here, and I'm going to go grab Tyler.
Pause it. got rid of the picture-in-picture. Dang it. Good job, good job. Good job, brother. Very good camera work. A lot of comments throughout it that how well you were doing.
Oh wait, I think it worked.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh wait, no, why? It's live right now.
Hang on. Go ahead.
Here for little kids.
Is there what?
We're supposed to be at a baseball game for 7-year-olds.
7-year-olds.
They
Okay.
said it was at the high school.
Yes. Sometimes it's this field, and sometimes it's the field right behind the trees here, just down the path a little bit, right here
Okay.
on the right.
Okay.
That's called Field B. I can't tell you if
Is
it's
there another field beside these two?
softball field all the way in the back, but that's not baseball. But you never know if they use it for little kids.
Right. Okay.
You know.
Thank you.
You know what? Is it DYBA?
Probably.
Can you see that guy in the blue shirt there? He's kind of works with DYBA. If you ask him by the fence there,
The stream is live right now.